Love, peace, and soul, divine feminines. What's going on? It's the Empress Phoenix, always coming and bringing the fire. I'm going to do a reading specifically for, I'm going to separate divine masculine and divine feminines because I feel like it's like an individual message that's coming through for both of y'all. I feel like for divine feminines, I've been channeling the energy of like planting the seeds for glow up season. Like 2021 is going to be a lot of shifts and changes for divine feminines, but it's like we have to constantly go through the cycle of planting seeds and reaping and harvesting, putting in the work, nurturing the seeds, all of that. So right now, we passed the fiscal new year. We're upon the Chinese New Year, and then next will be the astrological new year that will be coming up. So each season has seeds that will be planted for a reason. So we're going to be like, and it's going to be, this one is going to be geared mostly towards Aquarius season, right? Because Aquarius season has, I'm already seeing the vibration of it. And I feel like for those of us who have been doing the work, there's going to be a lot of watching behind the scenes of, you know, judgment being reached. All right. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of, especially being that we're going to be going through retrograde, Mercury retrograde season. Wow, the mother of God. Already feminine energy. I'm going to pull one more. And then, of course, we got to look at the bottom of the deck. I said one more, but two more came out. Ooh, 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 ooh. Bottom of the deck. Green Terror. Beautiful. The Buddha of enlightened action. My soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. Y'all, listen. This is what I'm saying. This is it. This is it right here. Okay? Sometimes that was a side effect. That's why them two popped out like that. Because they like, no, don't shuffle anymore. Look at the bottom of the deck. And she green. Planting the seeds. Listen. Okay, so divine feminines. This is what I'm seeing too, right? Your soul is going to inform you of what actions you need to take next. The seeds that you need to plant for right now. Okay? And again, and then think about with Aquarius. So for example, you may be experiencing things, especially with Mercury in Aquarius in retrograde, okay? Saturn and Jupiter conjuncting it. Listen, so what may happen is, like, for example, at your job, there may be a reboot in, like, let's say the communication system, a computer system that you guys are using. So there may be like, okay, we're shifting to a whole nother system, or going from straight up paperwork to now electronic. Okay, and then you have to learn the whole system. You have to learn a new system, the ins and outs. There's going to be some hiccups. There's going to be some quirks, you know, and then you're going to have to communicate with other people. Like if you have questions, or there may be, especially the children, remote learning, you know, the Wi-Fi may go out. These are the different things that you're going to probably experience during this time. But I feel like the key is to be patient within the process. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with others. I do what my heart compels me to do. I feel like too is like no longer being complacent, right? You know that you're blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. You know, you being courageous in these new steps that you are going to be taking. A lot of us are going to be stepping out of our comfort zones, okay? Zhao Zhangjing, the mystic of peace. I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. Okay, so whatever practices that we need to do to keep our mind clear, it could be like, I know when I wash my hair more often, okay, that helps to give me a clear mind. Also, when you put tea tree oil in your shampoo, that helps, or rosemary oil in your hair and your scalp, mixed with some olive oil or coconut oil, that definitely helps. This is what? Yishi toes gal, lady of the lotus born. Embodiment is the deepest embodying, okay? This embodying peace and embodying enlightenment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. You already know what this is saying, because I'm not gonna say it, because I'm same shit. I'm preaching to the choir. I'm preaching to the choir, to my own self. You already know what this means, okay? It's going to be the actions through your body, okay? The movements you're going to be making. That's why, like, a lot of us get this spiritual journey misconstrued, all right? And I'm telling you, it's going to be, you're going to see how these seeds are going to be planted in your new life, and how you're going to be orchestrating a new life. And it's going to be through the movements you make, all right? Whether it's moving home, whether it is moving to a new job, or what could be happening too with this Mercury retrograde is you changing locations. Like, let's say you could still be in the same job and there's a new position, right? So all of that is going to take place, and it's like, it's the manifestation. Remember, it's the physical. That's, if the spiritual is all this and that, you know, why is the physical in existence? Okay, it is because this is how you are able to express the spirituality. You're expressing your soul, you're expressing your spirit through the physical, okay, through the choices that you make with this. It's a vehicle, right? It's like, okay, so what turn you gonna make? Are you gonna make a left turn, or are you gonna make a right turn? And a right turn might not necessarily be the right turn. You feel me? So this is all going to come up for review at this time. And I feel like all of these seeds that's going to be coming up is all about, is really and truly for the glow up. You know what I mean? And again, it's intervals. It's intervals to it. The reason why Spirit has you glowing up at the rate that you are is because you are meant to be, again, the embodiment. You are meant to be the example for others to follow. Okay? Yeah, your soul informs me of what you, informs you of, oh my God. Uranus is direct. The unexpected, y'all. We got boundaries. This is what I'm saying. Breaking forth from that glass ceiling. Things that may have been, and then nourishment. Things that may have been withheld from you. Opportunities that may have been withheld from you. There's no longer going to be any obstruction. And of course, you're protected while you're doing it, baby. Straight like that. You are protected while you are doing it, while you are growing, while you are nurturing yourself, while you're transitioning. All of this is protected. Yeah. Straight like that. Okay, I want to pull a crystal. I'm going to use my ancestors. That is my new favorite deck. What? That is my new favorite deck. Let's pull a crystal on it. Oh, I haven't used that deck in a minute. Oh, yeah, let's pull some goddess. And hold on, where my goddess deck at? Oh, yeah, where's that at? Oh, where them two at? Where them two people at? Hold on, where them two people at? There's two decks. Okay, that's the crystal deck. Oh, I gotta find that deck, y'all. Oh, here go my Apollo. I'm right. We in there. Apollo's not too. Yeah, we in there. There's another goddess deck that I have. I'm like, where is that at? Where them there? I feel like I'm missing cards. Like, I'm not supposed to be feeling like I'm missing cards. Where are they? Oh, we're gonna have to, I'm gonna have to pause for a minute. I'll be right back. All right, I got it. Found it. Found it. Shoot, had it up in the archives. That's what it was. That's I'm like, yeah. Time to bring out total feminine energy. What's this? Kambaba and rhodochrosite. So definitely some heart chakra. Black, again, bottom of the deck, protection. Protection. Get your protection up. You know what you need to do. Kambaba jasper is like a dark evergreen color with black. This is like the color of the thymus chakra. So this is heart and thymus chakra right here. Straight like that. Athena strategy. Okay now. And then we got Kuan Yin, compassion. So you see the dichotomy, because Athena was the goddess of war, was she not? We definitely going to read this. And this is the goddess of compassion. So it's like divine feminine. You have to embody both essences. You have to be the warrior S. You know what I mean? And the goddess of compassion. You know, you have to definitely know how to use the right and left brain. Okay? How to tap into your intuition. How to lovingly decline opportunities that are not meant for you, or roads that are not meant for you. And also how to be able to analytically how to analytically orchestrate how to make these movements, how to plant these seeds, right? So it's like, oh, this is deep. And then look, the owls here, wisdom still, okay? Because, you know, we ain't no spring chickens around here, and our soul ain't no spring chicken either, okay? So even doesn't matter what, how old you are, okay? Because your soul is definitely going to guide you in the right direction. That's one thing. I feel like that's one thing, like you could say, you know what? I know that for sure. Is that my soul is going, like, I may not know exactly what's happening or what's the right choice. Focus on work. Loop of productivity. This is what I'm saying. So we're in Aquarius season. All right. So typically harvest season is during Virgo, September, right? During those times. That's when the harvest moon is usually in September, in Virgo season. So right now, typically, this is the time where we are to plant. Yes, physically plant food, but also to plant incentives, intentions, right? This is also, okay, so we got to think back now. We got to think back. What was we doing 6 months ago during Leo season? We got to think 180 degrees. This is why this is what I was telling my daughter too. Like, you have to learn the basics of math. So that way, the basic subjects, math, English, science, all of these things, because it segues into higher science. Learning never stops. Okay, it's not just about going to school or for a career. Learning, that's the whole point why we are put on this earth, is to learn. So therefore, once you learn math, you learn science, you learn these different things, that now you can apply it with higher knowledge, higher sciences. So we got, like, you know, when you do an algebra and calculus and all of these things, it corroborates into sciences like astrology. So let's do 180 flip. 180 degrees is Leo. Okay, this full moon this week is in Leo, right? What was we doing during Leo season? End of July, beginning of August, right? I think I was focusing on work for what I remember. Okay, I was focused on being productivity. All right, being productive. Look, that's the line of demarcation in the palm. This is from my palmistry deck, right? Focusing on work. Okay, and then that's also a balance. That's in the middle of the hand, really. That's in between those two digits there. What's this? Mercury challenge. Work on your intimacy and trust. Oh boy. Mercury retrograde. Working on intimacy and trust issues. Wow, that's deep. That's deep off the bat. Let's put that over here. Let's put that over here. That's deep, though. Yeah, because you know what Mercury retrograde brings? It brings people from the past and all of that. You already know. All right, let's get started on the tarot. Did I pull? Yeah, I pulled crystals already. So let's get started on the tarot. Because I want to get more familiar with this deck. Mystic of Peace. I feel like too, through the transition, it's like it's gonna be a happy medium. There's gonna be a lot of unexpected blessings, unexpected changes, unexpected offers, and we worry. Why are we worried? What's going on? Yeah, intuition is coming up again. The High Priestess. Okay. We got the Three of Knives, which is like the Three of Swords. I feel like this is past though. This is past energy. This is past energy. And I feel like there's a level of anxiety. Oh, wow. Okay, Divine Feminines. We're going to have to, come on, you got to get in your High Priestess bag. Thoughts become things by way of your emotions. Ace of Baskets. We know this. We know this. Like I said, there's going to be some offers coming in. You got the Empress at the bottom of the deck. Oh, I can't wait to read this. I can't wait to read this. Okay. Let me pull some clarification. Off the bat. Remember, right? We planted the seeds for this season, right? What's coming in for us now. I feel like there's going to be unexpected blessings, unexpected growth. I think too, we're going to realize, like, I didn't realize how much I've grown in the past years. You know, I'm not even realizing, you know, the beauty of all that I've been through. And now it's time to break out. Okay. Now it's time to come out of complacency. I use work a lot because that, I don't know. That's the analogy that I could give you guys. Right. So let's say, for example, you're at a job and you feel like you've reached the ceiling, like you can't grow, you know, you're not getting any more raises, you know, you may feel a little bored and you're like, you feel a little discontented and you're like, well, what should I do? Should I start looking for another job? And then you start filling out resumes and then you realize that when you start putting in your work experience, you're like, wait a minute. Yo, I'm experienced. Like you really start to thinking, okay, with Miss Ida, right? The High Priestess energy here, you start to realize, look, the Mother of God, okay? All that you birth, the divinity that you birth, all the creativity that you birth, I feel like that's what's going to bring you peace, is that you realize you're going to look back and be like, I am truly of value. I bring value to any company, to any career, to my friends and family. You know what I mean? You know, the traits of your personality, who you are. You start to see like even look. This is I think this is the Judgment card in this deck. Like you start to realize like, wow. I didn't even realize it. I didn't realize that I'm the Empress here. I didn't realize I was the Empress. Like I say it, I know it. Yeah, I'm Queen Mother, this and that. You know? And sometimes you forget. Right? Because we sometimes tend to do our mind. This is the mind. Three of knives, that's the mind that tricks you again. Because you replay of when people hurt you, when you were hurt, okay? When you were backstabbed, right? Look, oh, speaking of seeds, those are apples that those knives are in. Okay, speaking of seeds. So now I feel like we're going to be using our mind. This is the strategy. Okay, this is the strategy now. We're going to be using our mind instead of dwelling on how this didn't work out. That didn't work out in the past. That relationship didn't work out in the past. You know, they told me I was never going to be this and I was never going to be that. That I would always be my ex told me I would always be a side chick. Like I would never, no one will ever wife me again if I was to leave him. So, things like that. You're not letting that stop you now. Now you're using that type of energy, those thought patterns, you know, things that people have said to you, vicious things that you've even said to yourself. And now you're cutting away and getting to the root of the matter, getting to the seeds, the best part. Okay. Something that's going to grow into something so much more. All right. That's the strategy. No more anxiety. No more anxiety about that now. Because you the high priestess. You got the high priestess and the empress together. That was the first card, and that was the card. This is underneath the deck. Both of your attributes. Okay? Both of your archetypes are on the table to show you like who you are. How you can manifest. How you are spiritually connected, protected. And you're the physical embodiment of spirit. You are the physical liaison with spirit. That's why a lot of us are mediums, spiritual mediums. We're healers. We're, you know, all of that good stuff, right? Because we embody spirit within us. Straight up, spirit communicates to us like it's nothing. And others may have an issue. For us, it's not an issue to connect with our ancestors, our spirit team, in different ways and different modalities. So I feel like at first you may go through it. You know, that's the human mind, right? You go through that anxiety of, oh my God, there's some unexpected changes going. You know what I mean? Boundary, you know, the coming out of complacency. But you're learning how to nourish yourself in the process. Let's see. Let me pull just a little clarification on this. Let me pull clarification on the Three of Knives and the Nine of Knives. See what's going on. And then you know that thoughts become things by way of your emotions. That's why you have the Ace of Baskets here. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Three of Cups. Clarifying the Three of Swords. So therefore, it's like I said, what people may have said, friends, family, lovers, all of that. But I feel like now you're celebrating yourself now. It's so beautiful. Again, and then too, look, that's Little Dipper, right? That's astronomy. So again, you're also able to tap into these higher sciences. You're able to connect, again, the math, the mathematics. Look at this. This is clarified. Yo, you see how the three, I was thinking about 369. How that's like Fibonacci energy. 3 and a 9. 3 of Swords, 3 of Cups, 9 of Knives, 9 of Pentacles. There's definitely nothing to worry about here. Again, we have the owl here. Iconography with Athena. You're using your wisdom to strategize now. And then look how these seeds, okay? And this is what I'm saying, for each monthly cycle. To me, that's what this all represents. Even though it's 12 of them in a year. But with each cycle. And then again, we can argue and go back and forth about which is the true new year. When we should be planting seeds for each. When we should be celebrating each. We should be putting new intentions for each. So no, okay, yeah, January 1st is the new fiscal year. So why not set new intentions for your business or for your career during that time? All right, we know Chinese New Year is this week, right? It's happening right now. Chinese New Year. Look into your Chinese astrology. You will begin to see compatibilities and incompatibilities with the people around you when you use all forms of astrology. When you tap in and you see it. So even Chinese astrology is definitely informative. And that goes by a 12-year cycle. Okay? So, and then again, when we hit Aries season, that's the Western astrology New Year. And then you got to plant seeds for them too. And then that's so-called springtime. All right? So I'm telling you, don't get fooled. Don't limit yourself. And that's what I feel like, Divine Feminine, you're realizing now there's no really and truly no limit to what you could do. It's just cycles and rhythms and planting the seeds for each cycle. Each moon cycle, you come up with intentions and you set goals. And you see they grow at different rates. What was you doing 6 months ago? What was you doing 3 months ago? See what I'm saying? 3 months is what? 90 degrees. Okay. We got to start doing it. 90 degrees. And then what we plan to manifest 3 months from now? And then 6 months from now. During Leo season. What do we want to see manifest for this year? Okay. You stay focused. Don't get distracted. All right. There's no anxiety. And then especially when you start pushing past these boundaries, like I said, you will begin to see how much you've grown. Like, I didn't even know that. I didn't even expect that. Right? And you here, see? Because you're ready to bust through the nest, the cocoon. Comfort zones. Ready to bust out them, child. So you getting your emotions together. Right? The cup, your connection to spirit, your cup is running over. But first you had to empty it first. You had to empty that cup first. And it's also emptying as it's being spilled in. So what is coming out is the old water, the old milk, the old emotions, right? The old way of nourishing yourself. Everything is all new. Ace. All new. So you getting your emotions together because you know, especially in here with the Daughter of Baskets. That's like the Knight of Cups. All right. We're going to touch on love. We're going to look at it for those that want it. But I'm focusing on this. I do. That's my focus. Bump all that. I'm focused on how spirit loves me. Okay. Because spirit always showing me. Spirit is always filling my cup, honey. But there is offers, okay? And I feel like it's an offer for you to be emotionally happy. Yeah, you're going to be surprised. It's going to be unexpected. I feel like also unexpected communication with your ancestors. Like it's going to be, it could be through dreams. It could be through, I feel like you will be initiating some rituals though. Yeah, there will be some rituals that you will do, especially with this card, like for 7 days. You may do a 7-day ritual, maybe a 7-day fast, things of that nature, you know, you're going to be doing, especially with that nourishment card. Yeah, definitely a 7-day fast, some candle magic you definitely going to be doing. Yeah, I see that. Let me read this. I don't think I've read Daughter of Baskets. Let's just see what they say real quick. What's this? Baneberry. Tituba was an enslaved teenager who was accused of being a witch in Salem, Massachusetts, and is depicted here as the Daughter of Baskets. She was of Arawak heritage, which automatically made her a suspicious character among the Puritans. The Daughter of Baskets carries a basket full of baneberries and a pot of tea. Salem Harbor is in the background. The Daughter of Baskets is generally the bearer of good news. On the positive side, she is charming and Imaginative, creative, loyal, and has great communication skills. On the negative side, she is delusional, jealous, a pathological liar, a con artist, or suppresses her feelings, y'all. What did I say about feelings? Okay? That's deep. Communication, right? Charming, imaginative, creative, loyal, right? You have great communication skills. You're being the embodiment of spirit. This is what you're learning in everything that you do. Your whole frequency is going to scream it in the day-to-day, mundane things that you do, in your interactions with people. It's so beautiful. Hold on. All right. Let's read them bones. Judgment. Yep. Do not judge by appearances, but judge with right judgment. John chapter 7, verse 24. Carolina Buckthorne. A woman puts her hand over her mouth in shock at what the bones on the table revealed to her. What is that? Astraglomancy, meaning divination using bones or dice, was practiced by indigenous American and African people. Divination with bones requires the reader to associate different meanings with each bone based on where and how they land. The bones of chickens and cats were the most commonly used, but other small and medium-sized animals were also acceptable. Contrary to popular belief, the choice of which animal to use was strictly up to each individual root worker. A set of them bones could include not only the remains of an animal, but also other items such as keys, seashells, and crystals. Like other forms of divination, all items in a reader's set had clear associations, but it's a reader's innate talent that determines accuracy. When them bones appears in a reading, you are being reminded that it is time to focus on what you need rather than what you want. You heard? Most likely, you will have to make some tough choices. But if you're willing to put your ego aside and do what you have to do, the best possible outcome is guaranteed. Them bones may be reminding you that people are going to talk about you no matter what. That's why I was about to pause, right? Because something was coming to mind about like keeping up with the Joneses. I see that clearly. Okay? We may be tempted, right? To want to keep up with the Joneses. And you got to know that you got to be authentically you. So don't worry about, you got to have your peace within yourself. And don't worry about fitting in too. Right? So make sure that you remain in alignment with your goals, dreams, and aspirations. Acknowledge that no one escapes judgment, even if the judge is oneself. The bones could also indicate that it is time for a more in-depth reading concerning a matter of great importance. This reading will provide relief and solutions to your problems. Consider, it may be time for an honest self-assessment. What is your reputation? Are you still in alignment with it? If you want a fresh start, start fresh. The neutral position is no longer an option. I feel like too with the neutral position, like I said, is being complacent. I'm feeling complacency for a lot of us divine feminines. And we may not even realize that we were being complacent. Okay? Do others need to know where you stand on that issue? If so, stop stalling and tell them what it is. Last but definitely not least, the Empress. Hold on. Boy, I tell you, making some tough decisions, boy. And then a lot of us are using divination to also help us make these decisions. All right, Big Empress. Prepare the table, watch in the watchtower, eat, drink, arise, ye princes, and anoint the shield. Isaiah 21, verse 5. Jezebel root, Louisiana iris. A Carnival Indian queen smiles as she displays her Black Hawk bucket. Black Hawk 1776 to 1838, was a leader of the Sioux and Fox tribe. He was a powerful warrior who was well known for his bravery and resisting colonial encroachment on his land and way of life. A spiritualist leader from the Midwest named Mother Leafy Anderson petitioned the spirit of Black Hawk for protection in her temple. Today, many spiritualists and root workers in Louisiana and beyond work with Black Hawk to ensure victory against their enemies. Do you hear this? The tradition of carnival Indians in New Orleans, as we know them today, dates back to the early 18th century. When enslaved Africans arrived in Louisiana, many of them sought refuge among the indigenous people and were offered it. As a result, the cultures and bloodlines mixed, and their descendants still pay homage to the spirit of love, freedom, friendship, and resistance that brought their ancestors together. This thereby made the carnival Indian a symbol of boundless beauty and invincibility. Though most carnival Indians may be considered patriarchal to some, due to the hypervisibility of men and boys, the Big Queens play an essential role in their tribes. The archetype of the Big Queen is not only a vision of beauty with her ornately embellished garments. You're unique, Divine Feminine. Know that. Know that. They love it. They love it. They love it. They love how you place your bling. Okay? They love it. You know what I mean? But she is also an artist, a teacher, a peacemaker, and a protector of this sacred tradition. The Big Queen is everything. The Empress is everything. You hear me? When the Big Queen appears in a reading, you are being asked to consider your roots in regards to Mother Wit. Pause. Okay, I had to find my glasses. I don't want to be stuttering. You know what I mean? Okay, Mother Wit. That's your intuition right there. Mother Spirit, right? What would your ancestors say about whatever is going on in your life? What advice would they give? How would they handle the situation? The wisdom of our mothers is a portal to the past. That doesn't mean that you must do things exactly as they did or perceive the world exactly as they perceived it, because that will be impossible. What it does mean is that they should be given an opportunity to speak to you via your consideration. This not only connects us with the women in our bloodline, but also with nature as a whole. The change of the seasons and the cycles of birth, death, and decay will always be, but it is the space between that a Big Queen inhabits. That was fire. It is the spirit of continuity. Ooh, why I can't say that? It is the spirit of continuity. Why I can't say that? Continuity. Ooh, I know it was wrong. And the joy that its true comprehension brings that ensure nothing is ever truly lost, even if it cannot be found for now. Therefore, there is always abundance, always beauty, and always a reason to celebrate. Okay? How do you give and receive pleasure? How do others and the world come into play? Do I accept abundance into my life? How? Eat, drink, and be merry. All that glitters isn't gold, but it sure is pretty. Oh, shit. Woo-wee. All that glitter ain't gold, honey, but it's okay to look. It's okay to look. That's what it's saying. Do I accept compliments for my beauty and or style with grace? What aspect of your life do you nurture most? What aspect could use more nurturing? Which family members or friends do I nurture most? Am I neglecting anyone who deserves my attention? Do I purposely seek reasons to smile and laugh out loud every day? How often do you reflect on the beauty of being alive and of being you? Am I still connected to nature and the earth, or have I lost my way? What do I do on a regular basis to help me restore my sense of balance in a hectic world? Yeah, peace. Yep, getting that peace on. Okay? Go camping, take a walk in the park, and maybe buy a plant or 3. How does all the knowledge I've accumulated or spiritual work I've done benefit my family and my community? What is my legacy? What does your mother or your mother figure have to say about that? Listen, my mother's birthday, I spoke to my mother. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to go there. But y'all see what it's saying. Sometimes having those phone calls. With mama and the auntie. And yeah. It'll remind you, like I said, you will be reminded of the growth. You will. Because there has been a level of complacency possibly. Or you just been focused on the day-to-day, the mundane, or I got to do this, I got to do that. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. You know, of course, with this whole situation, it's like it made you realize your priorities, and then you feel like you got to hustle to get further, to get ahead. You got to put all this work forward. But at times you got to sit back and realize, like, wait a minute, have you assessed how far you've grown? Yes, there's always more room for growth, but have you celebrated where you at right now, that you got through 2020? How many people didn't make it through, or just straight fell off the wagon and got to start from ground zero? Were you able to maintain, your kingdom? You definitely got to rejoice in that. Yeah. Wow. What else y'all want to read, y'all? What else? There's so many things to read. We got to read Athena. I want to read this this Green Tarot. What did I do with the book? Some shit. Hold on. What did I do with the book? I left it out. No, I didn't. I left it right in the box. Damn. All right. So we're going to at least read Green Tarot from this deck. Yeah, 113. You got to look in the table of contents. I don't like, they should have just did it alphabetical order. Okay. The Buddha of enlightened action. My soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. Green Tarot embodies the emboldened state that overcomes fear and allows us to take action on what we know is right. Tara is a female Buddha in the Vajrayana Buddhist tradition. She is known as the mother of liberation because her name is derived from the root to cross. Tara assists all beings in crossing the ocean of suffering to liberation. According to the Tara Tantra, eons ago, Tara incarnated as a king's daughter. She showed such spiritual excellency listen, that's the embodiment again. Okay? Embodiment. Wait, is it focusing? I want y'all to see that. Embodiment is the deepest bliss. That's what we come here for. To be the embodiment of different principles, okay? So she shows such spiritual excellence and such profound compassion, Kuan Yin, that she impressed a group of monks. They told her that they would pray for her to be reborn a man so that she could reach enlightenment. She responded by enlightening them. Pull up. Hold on. This shit's tickling me. You know why? Because even in the other card, right, the big empress, it talked about patriarchy, right? You see what I'm saying? This is like, oh shit. Like, y'all niggas kill me. Oh, because I'm a woman, I can't reach enlightenment, nigga. Like, some so-called conscious men really feel like a woman can't teach a man anything. And that stems back to the relationship that they got with their mama. Because didn't your mama teach you how to walk? Didn't your mama teach you how to talk? Didn't your mama teach you your ABCs and all of that? So how you feel that a woman can't teach you nothing? I don't understand that. I don't get that. I don't understand that. I was there. Maybe you didn't have a good relationship with mama, and then you got to check that. But she responded by enlightening them. She told them that there's no such thing as male and female. The ideas, projections, and expectations that we superimpose on the male form and the female form are not real, nigga. They are contrived. Form is emptiness, and emptiness is form. Tara vowed then and there before all the monks that she will remain a female Buddha for all lifetimes. They pissed her off. They pissed that ass off. She said, I'm going to remain a female for every incarnation for that matter, motherfucker. What you talking about? Reincarnate as a motherfucking man so I can reach enlightenment. The fuck wrong with you? Okay? And all beings were liberated from the illusion that a person's sex determines their ability to become enlightened. Tara has 4 different types of enlightened activity and divine attributes depicted symbolically through the colors red, white, black, yellow, and green. Ooh, and I got my black Tara on. My black Tara, ooh, from Udajira. All right. Royal Bloodline. If y'all don't know, look up Royal Bloodline. The Dark Lord, okay? I got, that's some shit. I was like, which oud I want to put on today? I was like, let me put on Black Tara. Yo. Green Tara is Tara's embodiment of compassionate action or enlightened action. Her green color signifies vigor and vitality. Her mudra also represents vitality and the purity of our life force, the prana mudra. Yes, okay. I knew she was holding something. That's the prana mudra. She is the action we take from a deeply rooted place within our heart. She's the energy that seeks to act in alignment with what will free us as we liberate others. The spirit work that we do that helps other people, okay? Whether it's it doesn't always have to be tarot card reading. This is what I'm also trying to convey to y'all as well, is that unexpectedly you will realize, like, it's not just about, you know, being a tarot reader or Reiki, you know what I mean? The typical modalities. It could be through where you work at, touching the lives of the people that you work with. Straight up. In your neighborhood, in your family. Green Tara is that sacred nudge to get moving, to do what it is that your soul compels you to do. Don't sit with an idea. See, the complacency. Don't sit with an idea or project any longer. Take action on it. Don't think about a friend who keeps coming up in your heart. Go bring her dark chocolate or send her a love letter. Don't wait to express your love to someone you've needed to. Go now. Tell the truth. Let your feet be moved by what has been caged within you. Let your wisdom shift into inspire action. Tara is the message that the time for action is now. There's nothing to wait for, and no person you need to become before doing what you've come here to do. Start small. Let your soul lead, not the ego. It's not the grandeur of the gesture or effort. It's the amount of love something is done with that ever matters. There are so many injustices in the world, so much suffering, that it's easy to get stuck in the molasses of helplessness. The brilliant Burmese diplomat Aung San Suu Kyi says, if you're feeling helpless, help someone. Green Tara is about aligning what moves us to tears with compassionate action. She's the push to do something, anything that might alleviate the suffering of others. In the process of taking action with love and from love, we also liberate ourselves. What does my soul want me to take action on right now? Ooh, wait. Ooh, wait. Your intuition is going to tell you. Being that embodiment of love, being that embodiment of friendship. You know what I'm saying? You want to have that sister girl, you gotta be that sister girl. Okay? Sister goddess. All right, y'all, what's next? What is next? Y'all want to read Athena? Let's see what Athena talking about real quick. Y'all focusing on your work. Focus on your work. Yeah. All right, strategy. Use your head rather than your heart. Formulate a wise strategy. Plan ahead for best results. The Greek city of Athens was named after the wisest goddess in the whole of the pantheon, Athena. Beautiful, strong, refined, and rational, Athena thoughtfully encourages and leads humans in favorite heroes. Her avatar, an owl, symbolizes her reputation for wisdom. The ancient Greeks loved Athena and built many temples in her honor. The virgin daughter of Zeus, Athena was born from his brow and sat by his side in Olympus. Pause. Okay, so divine feminines too. No matter what, I feel like there was always a masculine energy that was in your life, even if it wasn't your biological father. It could have been an uncle, something like that, or even your grandfather. There was some masculine energy that favored you in your life. Okay? It was, for me, it was my father, even though I didn't feel like it at the time, even though I didn't realize it at the time, because he was very strict, but he favored you. You was his princess. And how I realize it now is that I found out I had other brothers and sisters that he didn't stay with those children, or he didn't live with them. You know what I mean? He probably could have checked for them and we didn't know. I never met them, but he stayed when I was born. So divine feminine, you're going to see that. You're going to see, and if they transition, you will see that this particular masculine energy is watching and protecting you at this time. And that's who you can also petition to right now. A goddess with many attributes, including weaving, scholastic attainment, intelligence, philosophy, and olive oil protection. Okay, that's the shea butter, honey. This is Empress energy right here too. This is what I'm saying. You got both energies. The Kuan Yin with the Athena, and then you got the High Priestess with the Empress. So it's the right and left brain. Okay, you got the intelligence, philosophy, and she was also making olive oil. She was making spirit sprays. Okay, you can't tell me. Athena influences many aspects of life. Although Athena is a goddess of war, her energy is not about bloodlust and destruction. Instead, her influence is more in strategy and leadership, which of course brings about protection. Keyword. As well as the resolution of disagreements without spilling blood, a valuable asset. Athena features strongly in the myths of ancient Greece. She played roles in the fall of Troy, the adventures of Perseus, and the trials of Odysseus. One story says that Poseidon and Athena argued over who would claim the as yet unnamed city of Athens. Athena suggested that the people vote for their patron deity by deciding who gave them the best gift. Poseidon gave the city a saltwater spring, which allowed them the ability to sail and trade, a key to the success of a harbor city. The water could not be drunk, though, only used for transport. Athena gave the gift of the olive tree, from which citizens could glean oil, food, and wood. The citizens of Athens declared Athena the winner and made her the patroness of their city. When you need a little bit more wisdom, Athena gives clear, prompt advice. She is a queen of strategy and therefore invaluable help in working your way out of any convoluted dilemma, whether it be a big game, an election, a job interview, or simply a situation that requires a carefully planned approach. Ask for Athena's help when you plan any kind of strategy or need sharp intelligence to solve a problem. She has a very modern and enduring energy that you can call upon almost every day. Shadow side. We live in a world where logic and rationality reign supreme. Athena makes her decisions most often with her head and not her heart. There is very little emotion in her cool demeanor, and she keeps her eyes firmly on the prize. This is not the most balanced way to conduct your life, This is why it came out in the reading overall. While this kind of sharp intelligence maneuvering may be acceptable on a battlefield, it may not be suitable in friendships or other close relationships. So friendships came up again, y'all. Owl. Owl feathers, bright, bird-like eyes, war helmet, spear olives, olive oil. To call on Athena for wise counsel, first collect a symbol of Athena. This could be something with an owl on it, even a picture. Oh, my high priestess. Y'all let me know if you want a high priestess halo with the owl. Because I would need to find that piece again and get that piece. But I'll definitely do it. Yes. With an owl on a statuette of her, a feather representing an owl, olives, or a picture of a war helmet. You also need a pen and paper, white or blue candle, and a sprig of fresh rosemary. What did I say about rosemary? Listen, okay. All right. Let me remember your wisdom and your support, and I know I have it in myself. Yep. Yo, that's dope, y'all. We're going to read one of these crystals here. Because it's been an hour. It's been an hour. Where is Kabamba? Okay. I don't know. Which one should we read? Kambaba? Kambaba. 42. Let's see. Which one resonates more? Ancient Echoes. Kambaba Jasper attunes your personal biorhythms to the natural cycles of the planet. This crystal also facilitates deep clearing of your karmic body in the ancestral line. When you live in your head rather than the physical world, your cellular structure becomes unstable and your metabolism is thrown off balance. You may not be assimilating oxygen and nutrients such as minerals and vitamins. Remember that ideas are nutrients too. Disruption of your autonomic and immune systems may be caused by ancient traumas and family dramas, y'all. Getting in touch with the ancestors and understanding the processes of creation helps you to recognize the value of recycling the past to create a more potent future. Check out what has passed down the ancestral line and utilize homeopathic healing for miasms such as tuberculosis. By changing how you view things, you dramatically improve your well-being. Timing winter, reconnecting to ancient wisdom and the roots of being. Yeah, I said too, the ancestors definitely going to be trying to talk to you. Rhodochrosite, the heart reviver. What did I say about the heart chakra, y'all? Rhodochrosite teaches the heart to assimilate painful feelings without shutting down, dissolving denial and identifying ongoing detrimental patterns, and offers compassionate, that's another key word, love and forgiveness. You face the truth with loving awareness. Deep down, you feel alienated, unloved, or unappreciated. A history of sexual or emotional abuse creates this ease. Or you may have misused or feared your sexual power in the past. It's coming out, honey, because listen. Unexpectedly, okay, your beauty is coming out. You may be repressing something you do not want to face. Irrational fears and paranoia and unacceptable emotions need to be acknowledged and transformed. Time for a change of viewpoint. Begin to seek the gifts in your experiences. Okay, that 3 of Swords. Rather than seeing the negative effects, check out whether what you were taught in childhood is still relevant to the person you are today. Releasing resentment from your heart creates well-being. Timing summer. So we see the dichotomy again. Winter, summer. Okay? Summer, Leo. The Leo full moon. You see the 180 shift, the 180 degrees. Which, breaks down to a 9. Completion. Radiating unconditional love and selfless compassion. That's so dope. Like, it's so dope. You know, it's like basically transmuting the pain, everything that you've been through. Like, you know what? Every time I was rejected, judged, you know what I'm saying? All of that. All of that. People try to class me off, say I wasn't qualified for this position. It's the time now. It's the time now. All right. I did say I was gonna speak on love. I did say that, right? See, you see. We got to talk about it because the Ace of Baskets is here, and yeah, you know, could be repressing yourself because you like I said, I was like, listen, I'm focus on that shmoney. I ain't focused about nothing and nothing else. Nothing else. Let's see, really quick. For the divine feminines, whether single or couple, paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. Ooh, he better enjoy the Empress and the High Priestess. He better. Okay. He better. That's not an energy you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Because I feel like too, it's like you're realizing you have a newfound love for yourself. Okay, what's the separation? Sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. Okay, so that's two. I feel like that's two different scenarios. Okay, or it could be you could be in a long distance relationship, or someone could be, missing you from afar. Okay. But we're going to see. Healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship. Yep. Wedding rings. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Divine Feminines, you definitely in two separate boats. Okay. Some of y'all as far as love, right? Some of you could be healing from like if you just broke up with someone, right? Or with the Three of Swords, it's like if you're single, you're healing from this relationship, and you could have broke up from years ago, but you're still healing from it, right? And you're enjoying the freedom from a toxic relationship. You're mending your heart, okay? And even this person could be thinking about you, but you're doing the work on yourself. I feel like if you're already in an established relationship, it's definitely like you guys are, making your commitment stronger, right? Union, soul connection, eternal love here. Need time, takes time. Cycles, time to heal. Hammer it. Sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistence, working on it. And we got camera. Reminiscent, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, making memories. Learning from the past. Learning from the heartbreak, learning. Yeah, shocking attack. Yep. Yeah. And I feel like once you do this clearing, so even though it's two separate scenarios, but those that are healing your heart, like once you start doing that healing work on your heart, is going to bring in this energy, is going to bring in the paradise energy, is going to bring in, you know what I'm saying, a stronger commitment. Yeah. But it always takes for that healing energy to come in. All right, y'all. All right, Divine Feminines, I hope this was of some help. All right, join the Patreon family, right? There's different tiers. You see what I offer. Hit up the website. Listen, I've been making some patches of the spirit sprays. Honey. Wonderful protection, wonderful love, wonderful abundance. That's definitely a deep spiritual tool. All right. And with that, I'm going to see y'all on the check-in. Peace.